All right, recording now. My formal lecture will not be that long at all. I want to give you as much time as possible to do the quiz, a full-fledged curve sketch from start to finish. So it's unlikely I'll give you a question like this for the exam, which takes so long, but I don't mind doing it for a quiz where you get to help each other out and talk about it and so forth, okay? All right, so all I was planning to do was finish up the problem I did yesterday. Then you have almost the rest of the class period for the one quiz question. Okay. Okay, so schedule-wise, we're roughly here 4.7, but I'm going back and finishing 4 or 5. In fact, I'm kind of bouncing up and down through everything. So I've introduced everything, but we still have 4.8. I haven't shown you any of 4.8 yet. Again, we're moving the exam to Friday the 30th. Remember, next Thursday is a flex day. There is no class there. So Friday the 23rd, we'll have quiz here and the exam is here. But again, I will very likely get started with 4.9, 5.1, and so on ahead of time. So, but the exam will just cover up to 4.1 to 4.8, of which I've already done just about everything from 4.1 to 4.7. I've done quite a bit of 4.7 already. Haven't done any of 4.8. All right, so that's where we're headed. Okay, so let me finish up the problem that I did yesterday, and then I'll let you have the quiz. So problem 5 from the curve sketching, section 5, I believe it was. Let me double check that here real quickly. All right, so this is where we were. That was y prime. And this was y double prime. Okay, so we said domain is all real numbers, intercepts are 0, 0, 4, 0, no symmetry, no asymptotes. All right, so we'll start with the calculus part, the derivative test. So I set the first derivative equal to 0. 4x minus 4 times x minus 4 squared equals 0. Okay, that gives me x equals 1 and x equals 4. Okay, plug back in 1 comma negative 27. Plug in 1, that's 1. 1 minus 4 is negative 3. Negative 3 cubed is negative 27. And 4 comma 0 happens to be an intercept. All right, sign chart. F prime is 4x minus 4, x minus 4 squared. I lay down the 1, I lay down the 4, pick a number here, here, and here. But in my analysis, I noticed that x minus 4 is always positive. X minus 4 squared is always positive. Hence, I immediately put plus, plus, plus. So these 3 pluses reflect that x minus 4 squared. It's always positive as long as I don't plug in 4, which I'm not. Okay, so pick something here, 0. Something here, 2. Something here, 5. And the only sign I really care about is this, because I already know this is positive. Okay, so put a 0. 0 minus 4 is negative. Negative times positive is negative. Plug in 2. 4 times 2 minus 4 is positive. And again, I already know that's positive, so positive. And plug in 5. 4 times 5 minus 4 is positive. I already know that's positive, positive. So the function is decreasing from negative infinity to 1, increasing from 1 to 4, union 4 to infinity. All right, so that makes this point a minimum point. Minimum at 1, negative 27. I have neither a max nor min at x equals 4 because the function goes from increasing and then still increasing. Okay, so that doesn't qualify as a max or a min. So I just have 1 minimum, 1 negative 27. Okay, so now I set the second derivative equal to 0. 12x minus 4x minus 2 equals 0. They came out to be 4 and 2. Okay, 4, 0, we already got that. So that 4, 0 is showing up quite a few places. It's showing up for an intercept. It showed up when I let the first derivative equal to 0. And it also shows up when I let the second derivative equal to 0. Okay, plug in 4, we get 0. We already know that. 2 gives me negative 16. Put a 2 here and a 2 here. 2 minus 4 is negative 2. Negative 2 cubed is negative 8. Multiply that by 2 and I get negative 16. So 2, negative 16 as a point. All right, sign chart for the second derivative. 12, x minus 4, x minus 2. Put down the 2, put down the 4. Pick something here like 0. Something in the middle, 3. Something over here, 5. Okay. Again, 12 is always positive. I mean, 12 is a positive number. So these three pluses, plus, 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 reflects the 12. Okay, now 0. 0 minus 4 is negative. 0 minus 2 is negative. So positive times negative, positive. 3, 12 is positive. 3 minus 4 is negative. 3 minus 2 is positive. So I have one negative that makes the whole thing negative. And finally, 5, 12 is positive. We already know that. 5 minus 4 is positive. 5 minus 2 is positive. So I'm multiplying only positives, positive. Okay, second derivative positive, concave up. Second derivative negative, concave down. So intervals of concavity, f is concave up from negative infinity to 2, union 4 to infinity. F is concave down from 2 to 4. I do have a change in concavity here and here. So my inflection points are 2, negative 16, and 4, 0. And here's the entire graph. So we have it. Intercept, intercept, no symmetry, no asymptotes. Okay, minimum, inflection point, inflection point. Okay, so it's like decreasing up until 1. So it goes down, increasing from 1 to 4. And then from 4 to infinity, it still increases. And let's see, concave up until positive 2. So U-shaped. Between 2 and 4, upside down U-shape, right there. Then the rest of the time, back to concave up. So there's the graph. Okay, and that's it, folks. I'm going to do my focus thing, and then I'm finished. So does anybody have any questions about this problem or anything else? Otherwise, I'm going to let you have the rest of the class period for the quiz. Just one problem, but again, sometimes it takes a long time to do one problem. So I want you to have the rest of the class period to work on.
I have one question.
One problem. Yes.
For the tables on the top, how do you know what to put, like the plus or minus? Like
You're talking about this here?
No, for the top.
Right here?
Yeah, for both tables though, for the CU and the other one as well.
And also here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So right here, I'm multiplying a negative times a positive, which is a negative. This is a positive times a positive, which is positive. And this is positive times positive, which is also positive.
Okay.
Same thing over here. I'm multiplying three numbers. I don't care about the exact number. I just want the sign. You'll need this for the quiz also, right? 12 is positive, plugged in 0. 0 minus 4 is negative. 0 minus 2 is negative. So I'm multiplying a positive times a negative times a negative. That's positive. That's where that plus comes in. Okay, same thing here, same thing here.
All right, thank you.
Okay, all right, welcome. Okay, any other questions? Otherwise, we'll go straight to the quiz. Let me check the chat. Okay, I got that. All right, so quiz time. So you have about 40 minutes to do the quiz. Only one question, but it might take you just about the whole time to do that. So here we go. Okay, do a complete analysis of f of x equals x e to the negative x. Okay, f of x equals x e to the negative x. Your discussion should include, and you can write all that down, but it's on that section 5. It lists all of them: domain, intercepts, symmetry, asymptotes, and behavior, which means limit as x approaches plus or minus infinity, intervals of increase and decrease, local max and min, intervals of concavity, inflection points, and sketch the graph. All of those things. Okay. The main thing is get x e to the negative x. The function is x e to the negative x. Okay. Just one question, but it might take you a while to do all that. Okay. So domain, intercepts, symmetry, asymptotes, and behavior. All of this was listed in section 5. And behavior means what's the limit as x approaches infinity, negative infinity. Intervals of increase and decrease, local max and min, intervals of concavity, inflection points, sketch the graph. I will go ahead and give you a little bit of a hint here. For the limit as x approaches infinity, you will have to do L'Hopital's rule. Okay, so a hint, you need L'Hopital's rule. This is not a fraction, but can you tell how you can make it a fraction fairly easily, right? A hint is that there's a negative exponent. Right? Okay, I'll assume everybody has it now, so make this disappear. Go ahead and get started. I'll set up your breakout rooms. And Let's see, you should have the ability to screen share. I've enabled screen sharing. Okay, so get started while I go ahead and set up your breakout room.